Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Jacob Finley Road to Glory. Today, we start this journey in the Jacob Finley Road to Glory, his first career game against the Washington State Cougars. If you missed the last episode, you would have missed me signing as a cornerback for the Auburn Tigers. I'm a first stringer. You also would have missed in the last episode how I got these updated rosters. Well, not really. I kind of explained it in the video. I didn't really show how. If you want me to show you how, I can do a blank Road to Glory and just show you guys how to get the real rosters. If you're not up to date and you haven't got the updated rosters yet, as we're halfway through the NCAA football season, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I can guide your way through the comments on how to get the updated rosters just for your dynasties or your own Road to Glories, anything like that, or even just to play now exhibition games. Go ahead and let me know. Today, in the series, I think I talked about a little bit in the signing day video. In this series, when we play the big games like this one against number 14 Washington State, I'll be showing you just about everything from the game so you can see play by play how it all plays out. But in the next 2 weeks, when we're playing Arkansas State, not a very good opponent, and when we play, who did I play after that? I think Mississippi State. I'll combine those two in just a highlight kind of video, and then I believe the week after that, next time we play, I think we have a bye week, but the week after that, we do play LSU. So I will be showing you the whole game of that. So you'll see this whole game in the next episode. You guys will see the highlights from weeks 2 and 3. That way we're not just really dragging this out each and every single game. But if you guys do want to see me do that and just kind of talk about the NCAA football season as a whole, go ahead and let me know. Most of these videos are going to be me talking about a little bit of the gameplay and mostly about the college football season in real life, because there's a lot going on in NCAA football right now. Very exciting, but hold on one second. That's an interception for Jacob Finley. Give me just a moment. Jacob Finley loves to interrupt, and he's doing that right now. Picks it off and takes it to the 1-yard line. Almost had a pick six. Jumped the curl route. Those of you guys that don't know how to play quarterback in Road to Glory NCAA football, the biggest thing I can give you for a hint to make plays, you can be a really good cornerback in this game just covering your guy. They'll never throw your way, though. You'll never get bad zone coverage or bad man coverage. Actually get some bad zone coverage, because they kind of just love to they hate me when I have a zone coverage where I have a guy behind me and I want to cover him, and then they check it down to a guy in front of me like I'm going to let them take the 5-yard completion instead of the 25-yard route. I still get bad zone coverage, so it is what it is, though. But you could be a very good corner by just locking your guy down, or you could take some chances and you can really just bait your defender. You got to bait the QB. You got to give him all that space like I did on that curl route for that first interception. You got to give him so much space. Not crazy time where you can't make up ground, but enough space where you can throw it there, but you can catch up to it and jump the route and time it perfectly. Doesn't always work, but you have to at least give it a try if you want some interceptions. So that is a great way to start out the career for Jacob Finley. No better way to start it out. Is there a better way to start out? They're going to test Finley again, and it's intercepted once again. Jacob Finley, 2 interceptions, throw his way twice, and he picks them both off. What a job by Jacob Finley here in the first quarter. Gardner Minshew is not going to be throwing Jacob Finley's way much more the rest of this game. Does it twice in the first quarter, trying to test a true freshman cornerback, and it's picked off both times by Jacob Finley. What a job we have done here so far. 2 interceptions and a tackle here early. That is just crazy. What a start. Wouldn't have imagined this start. I almost had a pick six. Got down to the 1-yard line, tackled by the quarterback. When I actually made the pick, in real time when I was playing the game, I literally said to myself, pick six. That's a pick six. And I was taking it back. I got tackled at the 1. But there's another great play by Jacob Finley, just taking that ball out of the receiver's hands. Another great play. It's 3 fantastic plays by Jacob Finley here early. And he's having himself quite a day here, starting out his freshman year just fantastically. Another thing I do have to say about this series before I do forget, if you guys didn't see the signing day episode, I cannot do practices for some reason. If you guys know how to fix the glitch or something, if it is a glitch or just something wrong, it's obviously not going to get updated anytime. Team Builder will not come back either for this game. I don't know why they just won't update it. They might update it eventually, but I mean not in time. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm starting a new dynasty, a Rutgers dynasty. You'll probably see this in the next upcoming days. I'm going to be posting a lot of NCAA football here coming up finally had some time to recorded quite a bit. I think I recorded 4 games of this Auburn Jacob Finley Road to Glory, and then I recorded an intro episode of the Rutgers in the first 2 weeks as well. So a lot coming your way from NCAA football, and I think I got a little late to the show. It is halfway through the NCAA football season, but I do think it's still going to be a lot of fun, especially when we're posting over and over again with this team, or with NCAA football, this really old game. If there was a new NCAA football coming out, that would make my life. That would be so much fun, dude. Even if it's just one. Here's the thing, I know that it's never gonna happen until the players get paid, which is probably not gonna happen. The NCAA does not want to do that. And the way the NBA and everything is kind of pushing towards not even having to go to college anymore, it's probably not going to happen. The NCAA is just going to refuse to pay the players. So until that happens, we're not going to get a game like this once again. But what I do want to see, though, is if somebody could just make a game that was kind of like college football. You just had a new football game, and you left the names blank. You had maybe the conferences. I'm not quite sure if you can even do that anymore, but you just left the names blank. You didn't hint at any players. You didn't have to put any names in. You just kept the numbers, and just make it so much customizable for the community. Because the community as a whole, if you give them a brand new game like that with the chance to customize jerseys, customize helmets, customize logos, customize rosters. Look at us now. We're 5 years after NCAA football is released, and we still have people trying to, or actually they did update all the teams. There's like 130, 140. I don't know how many teams anymore in NCAA in college football, and there's people still out there getting depth charts correct, coaches correct, offensive coordinators, defense coordinators correct, numbers right, just every single player's name right to the best of their ability. And there's like 10 to 15 guys doing that. Could you imagine giving us a brand new game? Everybody jumps on it because it's a brand new game, and just giving the community a chance to just make it what it is. Just give us a game, give us an opportunity to do that. But I know that's a lot easier said than done. You can't just throw a game out there. Plus, you don't want to get any of the copyright claims or anything like that. That's why EA Sports had to stop, because NCAA was not having any of that anymore, and that's why they've stopped making the games. But it'd just be fantastic, because could you imagine and once somebody makes a college football game, then all of a sudden we're going to get a college basketball game that's pretty similar. You can customize everything, and it just really would be so huge. It just give me another game to play, because I don't post a whole lot of other games on this channel, but me personally, I play a little bit of 2K19. I play a little bit of NBA Live. I did play a lot of Fortnite, but not so much anymore, even though it has gotten better, I believe, recently. I kind of got the itch to do it, but having a whole lot of time through work and stuff like that. That's why I haven't posted for a while anymore. Got a new job and stuff. Kind of just working things out, but I'll be back for you guys. Don't you worry. But then COD Black Ops, I think I want to pick that up. If you guys have played Call of Duty Black Ops, tell me how the BR mode is and just how the game is in the whole in the comment section. I'm interested in getting it, but I'm not quite sure if I want to do that, because I feel like in my free time, if I'm not playing sports games, I'll probably play Fortnite. But I am looking for something different. Fortnite, can get a little tiring for me. So you just gotta let me know how that game is if you guys have played it. There's a few games out there. In real life sports, though, well, first off, let's just touch bases on my team. If you guys are new to the channel, Los Angeles Dodgers are my team. Actually doing this commentary right after Game 5, losing the World Series back-to-back years. Very disappointed. It does suck, but whatever. This isn't even a baseball video, so I'm not really sure why I'm dwelling on it. But those of you that had the chance to watch your teams play in huge games like that, don't take it for granted, because I'm a Dodgers fan. As disappointed as I am that they lost back-to-back World Series, I would much rather be in the position, have a chance to win it. Game 7 last year and got the chance to go to the World Series this year. You're not just always going to have it for the rest of your life as a fan like that. It just does not work like that in sports. As we know, crazy things happen and ridiculous things happen. So don't take it for granted. Love the chance that you're in the opportunity. It sucks when it happens. I know I feel for like you Georgia fans or anything like that. Lost last second to Alabama and stuff like that. I feel that. It sucks. Definitely blows. You Patriots fans last year. You guys are having a crazy dynasty, so not a whole lot to be disappointed about. But, just be thankful you're getting an opportunity, because there's teams like that where you have that kind of a that kind of a dynasty where you're in those big games every single year. And there's just eventually, it's just the way that it happens. Sometimes the dynasties are going to fall, and sometimes they fall and crash and burn heavier than others, and sometimes they don't. Same thing could happen in college football. Alabama, I mean, you never know what could happen. I mean, right now in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm not telling you Alabama's going to crash and burn, but eventually they're not just going to be the powerhouse of college football. Things will change, but right now, if I had to bet my money on it, Alabama will probably play the national championship at least like 6 out of the next 10 years. So it is what it is. But speaking of that, college football wise, my Iowa Hawkeyes also go down. It was a tough weekend for me. I'm a Vikings fan, Iowa Hawkeyes fan, and a Los Angeles Dodgers fan. And my teams went 0 for 4 this weekend. If you don't count Friday night, 18-inning thriller. Can you even say that? I watched the game for 7 hours until 3 a.m. and they ended up winning, thankfully. Otherwise, it would have been the biggest waste of 7 hours. But then Iowa loses, just really bad quarterbacking play from them, just offensively not very good. The defense is very sound, but lose to Penn State there. And then my Minnesota Vikings lose to the New Orleans Saints tonight, as well as lose game 4 and 5 on Saturday and Sunday. So a lot of fun for me over here. If you guys think your sports teams are having a lot of time, just take a look over here because things are not going so well on my side of the ball. But no time to dwell on. It's not a big deal, We'll just move on to the next sport. Basketball, college football continues. College basketball continues. I'm so pumped for college basketball. But continuing on my route, my Heisman right now has to be Tua from Alabama. It just has to be. I don't know how I could choose anybody else right now. Dude throws for a 75, 80-yard touchdown every single game he plays in. It's actually ridiculous. Georgia gets a huge win over Florida. Actually did a commentary over this video on Friday night, I believe, but I didn't get the chance to post. Either of them had the time to put it on the channel or use all the internet like it takes me to do. So I didn't post this, so I redid this one after all of it happens. And I said my top 4, I'm trying to remember what I did say. My top 4 in college football was Alabama number 1, no doubt. And then I think I said Clemson. I think I said Clemson number 2. Number 3, I believe I said Georgia. And number 4, this is my guess at the end of the year, by the way. Tuesday, the actual top 25 comes out, so I don't know. This is just my end of the year, who I think will be in the college football playoff. Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and I think Oklahoma squeezing at number 4. But if Notre Dame does not lose a game, I see Notre Dame getting the number 4 spot. LSU's up there. Michigan's working their way up there. They're actually winning some big games this year, so they could work their way up there too. I mean, a lot is going to happen still in college football just because you see how it is right now and your team is in the 10th through 15th spot. It's a couple of upsets and a couple of big wins away from being right there in the conversation. I mean, it changes in the snap of a finger. Snap your fingers right now. That is exactly how the college football playoff can really change just in one weekend. It just can all unfold. Alabama could lose a game. Georgia could lose a game. Notre Dame, they all 3 could lose a game on the same day. It's just how it is, just how the way it works. And, you just love it. That's the reason why we love sports. Things like that can happen. Even though right now I am just having a torrid time with sports, it's still entertaining to watch. You still love it. And we'll just keep on moving on here. Sorry I talked so much about anything random in this first episode, but I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Let me know what you want me to talk about through these Road to Glory episodes, because I know just talking 13 to 15 minutes about the gameplay can be very boring. So let me know what you want to hear through these episodes, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And as always, I'm out. Peace.